Yes.
Right.
Okay. So we're live. Yes. I might have to change that intro, make it a bit louder, longer and stuff. Okay. Do you know Mason?
Yes, that's my boyfriend.
Okay. Okay. Well, well. So for those who are just going to be joining us and stuff, my name is Namdi with Halftime Chat. And I'm actually excited to introduce Addaè Lane, who has, over the past couple of weeks, been part of the Halftime Chat family. And, we wanted to get a chance because very soon you'll be seeing her doing some interviews with some of our favorite artists and producers. But before that, it was a good opportunity to introduce her to the community and be able to say hello to her. So, hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Having me, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of the halftime chat.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, I'm doing great. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I mean, people might be interested to find out, a little bit about you, like where you're from and stuff. So, how would you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Okay. Well, I am from Nashville, Tennessee. That's where I grew up, and I love Nashville because it's mainly like catered to music, entertainment, it's city life. We have a lot of theater, like children's theater, and that's what my parents put me in when I was very little, which, expressed my love for entertainment and wanting to do all things like artsy and stuff. But yeah, I love Nashville and I'll be back there soon. So, yes.
Okay. I always like to say hello to our community when they join in. Emily, welcome. Thank you for joining in. So, yeah, I mean, I guess, what is it that you do now?
So, right now, I'm
Uh,
actually in Los Angeles, California. I'm interning with Select Management
okay.
Group. It's a digital talent space, but we also represent athletes, actors, um, as well as like gamers. And we also just recently got nominated for an Emmy for their show on Hulu called The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And I think you just finished college. What did you study?
I studied theater as well as speech communication. So we did a lot of acting, directing, and learning just the fundamentals of how to make a show, bring it to stage, but also rehearsals and then the aftermaths and marketing with like to the student body. And then speech communication was like public speaking and making sure that you were able to communicate with others in a very like eloquent way.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Dallas, welcome, welcome. So, seeing you this young, the question would be, I would have thought you would be more into some of the music and the artists are from the 2020s and stuff like that. But you seem to have an affinity to old school and 90s and stuff. How did you get it? Why is that?
Well, no, it starts at a very young age. My parents just really engulfed us into the media that they like watched and consumed when they were the same age as us when we were little. So my favorite show is Give Me a Break, and I remember being in fifth grade and
Have an affinity to
obsessed with that show and watching it like every single day. I've seen all the seasons as it was like golden. And like my favorite artist is Tevin Campbell. So it starts at a very young age, and I just carry them with me. Like they're my babies. Like I protect them, their legacies. Like, and it just happened. Like it just gravitated towards me, and I just got like it, like you said, just lost in the past. And I've been that way ever since, and I don't plan on changing.
and I could imagine if I was to think about being a fan of say the 70s or the 60s or the 50s, I would guess people might think, well, that seems strange. But I guess it's when you think about say the 90s, you mentioned Tevin Campbell and stuff. But and you think of some of the music that is, is pretty much catered to your generation now,
Mhm.
what do you see as differences?
I think what's missing, which may be controversial, it's missing, like, to me, my personal opinion, it's missing a lot of soul. And I feel like we don't have the soul, if that makes sense. Like, you listen to a song from, the what's that, the 20th century or 21st, 20th century? Yeah, 20th century. And it just feels like home. Like, it feels like it's giving you a hug. To me, that's what it feels like to me when when I'm listening to like an older melody, or watching this grainy show from the 90s or 80s. But then today, it feels a little rushed. It feels like the voices of today don't have that, like, soul to it. Like, I think it was Dark Child has said that people aren't being raised in churches anymore. These singers
Mm.
aren't going through a church to learn how to hit these melodies or hit these levels that their voices need to go through and develop through the church. So maybe he's right. Maybe that's what we're missing today. I still love the yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Some might say also that what you got in the 80s and 90s and stuff, where most of the producers were from the church, whether it's Teddy Riley, whether it's Stanley Brown, Doc Child, Warren Campbell. Um, they were musicians. If you think about LA and Babyface, they were part of the deal, and they were, LA Reid played the drums, Babyface played guitar. You think of Jimmy and Terry, they were part of the
Mhm.
time. So they were musicians who played in bands, and they learned the melodies and learned the rhythms, and they learned timing, and they learned to perform in front of a crowd and an audience. And then they got into the studio, so they were able to combine the two. But it feels as if there is, most of our producers today are pretty much keyboard producers, beat
Mhm.
makers. A program does it for them, and so, as you said, a little bit heartless, no soul in it, because it's just
Okay.
programmed. It's just like AI and stuff. So I can imagine. So, and yeah, we don't get the singers coming through the church, and we don't have artist development. So everything is just like, yeah, I can sing all the tunes and make a video and stuff. Okay. So knowing that, then, um, if you are an old soul in a young body, what are some of the favorite artists that you have from that era?
Oh, it's a lot. One of my favorite artists from that era, I have to start off with Michael Jackson. He's everybody's number one, which
Oh,
he should be, because he is the king of pop, king of music itself, king of performing. Yes.
mhm.
Janet Jackson, I've seen her. I'll be seeing her again in September, like for the third time. I love
Uh,
her performance, her songs, her acting, everything. Whitney, Tevin Campbell, Intro, Lavert, Mickey Howard, The Boys, ABC, 702, Black, SWV, TLC. I could go on and on. But yes, those are a few of my favorites.
Phew, you pretty much named half the 90s.
Yes, 90s is my forte. Like, that's my personal favorite era.
Okay, okay. Yeah, and for those of us who grew up in I won't say grew up in the 90s, but that was the I was in college during the 90s, and so this was just the music we had, and I don't I it's unfair to say that we took it for granted, because that was all it was. This was the albums and the music that we were getting. But you know we looked at '88, and within a span of probably 2 months, we had Albie Shaw's debut album, we had Guy's debut album, we had New Edition's Any Heartbreak, we had Troop's debut album, we had Bobby Brown's Don't Be Cruel, we had Karen White's debut album, which had Superwoman. And
Mhm.
we were just getting all of this, and it was just like no big deal. I think to some extent it was a big deal. Like, man, I can't. who can I afford to get? I
Mm.
think you think about 89 in the like 94, and you're getting the My Life album, you're getting TLC, you're just getting all these albums, and it
Yeah.
and yeah, repeatedly, yeah. And for us, when you buy a CD, like I've seen that you've shown some CDs,
Yeah.
you would read the liner notes and see who wrote the stuff and where did they get it recorded and who did the backgrounds, and you immerse yourself in the history and the creation of the song. And everyone just bought CDs. Your cars had CD players and your house stereos had CD players. So CDs were everywhere, much more easy to use and crystal clear than say vinyl was at the time. Um, did you grow up in a household that had CDs, or was that something that you had to start on
Yeah,
your
we
own?
had a few CDs. Like they had the little booklet cases as well as like the DVD cases that we would DVD
Yeah, yeah,
players or on our computers when computers had like the CD part.
yeah. CD drive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I would
goodness.
say something I started on my own was my vinyl collection. We didn't have any. Yeah,
Vinyl.
which I have in my home with my house in Nashville. Yeah. Oh yes, I love Jesse Powell. Yes, a yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
see.
And Mason, my favorite character is Dale Carter from Give Me a Break. Yes.
You say you started your own vinyl
Yes,
collection.
yes. I started my very own vinyl collection. Composed of like
Okay.
I have the boys. I have all of their albums, whether it's on CD or on vinyl. They're up here. And then I have Janet. I believe I have Stephanie Mills. I have Michael Jackson, of course, Whitney, Tevin, so many more. Yes. Yes.
Okay. I, yeah, Brian McKnight. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I used to. Yeah, I could never go wrong with
Oh,
Brian
absolutely.
McKnight. Yes. You mentioned the boys. Now, yeah, I was a lot younger when the boys came
Mhm.
out, and Down My Heart and Crazy. She Drives Me Crazy. I think it was called
It's so
Crazy.
crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy. Yes. It was like, and then one of the, I think one or two of them were in Bad and Michael Jackson, not
The
Bad,
kid version,
Moonwalker. Yeah, the Moonwalker, yeah, the
all
kiddie
of them were in
version.
there. Yeah.
Oh, all
All
of
of
them
them
were in it.
video.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, yeah, yeah. So I remember as a kid, watching the boys because they were much younger. That they were, well, they were a little bit younger than us, but just seeing kids perform and stuff
Mhm.
like that, and with Elliot Babyface providing them some of the songs that really made them blow up. Um, Now you keep mentioning Tevin Campbell. Did you like Tevin when he was the first? When he says "round and round," or were you the "Can We Talk" Tevin Campbell?
So my introduction to Tevin Campbell, I believe it was "Can We Talk," and I was around 12 years old at this time. Now, what makes that special is I believe that Quincy Jones did he find Michael at 12 years old? He found like a lot of artists like at 12 when they were 12. I know he found Tevin when he was 12. I don't know if he found Michael when he was 12. I don't know. Well, maybe.
Well, no, Michael was already a big
Oh,
star
okay.
because with the Jackson Five
He's
and the
like that.
Jacksons, yeah.
And do you know Music Choice? It's like this channel that used to be on like TVs back then, where you could just go to that channel and watch music or listen to music because they didn't play music videos. And they had
Oh, I thought it was the box. Okay.
yeah, music.
Oh, is it when you can? Okay, I think in some places it was called the box, but music
Yeah,
choice. But that was okay. So this was after MTV and BET.
it's just a random channel that will be on TV. It's like a whole bunch. It's like an
Okay,
R&B one, old school. It's like a rock country. But then I saw him on
okay.
Bel Air with Ashley, as you know, as her. They brought him on for like her
Boyfriend.
birthday, and then she fainted, and then she faints. And then, like, ever since then, I'm in love with Tevin Campbell. Like, I saw him in concert in 2022. Yeah, I just love Tevin so much, like so much. But my favorite song, probably he, I don't know, um, maybe like the more so under that's not as big as Can We Talk, like Brown Eyed Girl. What do I say? Tell me what you want me to do. Like, people need to go there instead of just Can We Talk? Like there's more.
Like, can we talk? Yeah. Oh, I heard you sang Charlie Wilson when you were a kid.
Yeah, that's actually my dad. Yes, when I was little. When I was little, I believe they used to play like, and this is little. This is like 3, 4, 5. One of those. They used to play Charlie Wilson. Like my name is Charlie, last name Wilson, and I was wondering. Like that was my song as a baby. Like yeah, so it's in my blood.
Okay. And how often are you?
Yeah.
Do you still sing now?
I don't sing. I've never sung. I just sing a fun song. I'll sing along, but I don't sing for real.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. What was the song that was I'll Be Sure and Carl West did for him? For Tevin Campbell. That was
I'll Be Sure.
pardon?
So I'll Be Sure and Kyle West. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I just heard him say Kyle West in my head.
Yeah, it said Carl West, Break It Down. You can't remember it? Look at this Tevin Campbell fan. Cannot remember.
Kyle West. I've known him forever.
In my head, I'm having it right now, but it's not. That was I'll Be Sure. Let me see. You see, guys, I would have thought that as the honorary.
No, I know. I heard it in my head because I know it's on the song. And
he said, "Break It Down, Kyle West." Let me see. It's Tevin.
T to the B to the I to the N. Is it Goodbye?
You know, so one more just covered it.
I just want to be alone with you. I just want to be alone with you. That's what it is. I just want to be alone with you. Right.
Yes.
Hey, yeah, Kyle. Yes.
Yes. Okay, finally she got it. She even sang as well, so Dad should be proud to see that you said yeah. That was So that was that's probably my favorite one. Okay, so
you need to get him on the show.
Oh, is that?
You need to get him on the show.
Do you know what? There was a time because when I saw him, I would say your dad's really showing you up today. Your dad's really showing you up today.
Yes.
There was a time. So when I saw him, he did 2 interviews. He was on We Sound Crazy, and it was recorded in Nashville when he was on the stage. Mm-hmm. And then I think a couple of weeks later, he was on Questlove Supreme. And so I thought, so Tevin's coming and doing interviews. So I tried to reach out to him, and somebody gave me this email, says this is Tevin's private email. And I emailed, and he says, yeah, I'd love to do the show. I was jumping for joy, like, oh man, I've got Tevin Campbell. And then, we were setting a date, and then I got another email saying, okay, I'm going to send my lawyer to make sure that things are fine, but he might demand, he'll sort things out. Then some other guy emails me and says, okay, I'm Tevin's lawyer, and we need, I think, $1,000 to set up the interview. I'm like, what? $1,000? Tevin, what's going on? And then I think within a day or so, it went round that this was a fake account that has been going in and soliciting emails for Tevin Campbell. So, yes.
I'm not 44.
So, yeah.
I'm not 44.
No, being Shepherd jokes a lot, so don't worry about him. Yes. So Tevin is hard to reach. He's really hard to reach. But if I got El DeBarge, there's probably not many people we can get eventually. Right. Yes. Okay. So I know your dad says you shall sing, but you just showed us with singing alone that actually you probably can sing if you put your. So when you're on stage, weren't you singing?
No, I don't do musical theater. I just did theater, and if I was musical theater, I was just dancing. I was not singing.
Okay.
I wish I could sing.
Okay. Well, let's talk about, if you had 10 albums that you'd say that you cherish, which would be the 10 albums that you would bring forward to say, look, if you want to understand how I love my R&B, these are my 10 favorite R&B albums.
Okay, 10 albums. Or 10 or 5 albums. Okay, I'll do Tevin Campbell. I'm
Which
ready out.
one? Oh, if you only want to have five of them, you can have your top five. That's fine.
Tevin Campbell, I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh no, I was 12 when I discovered Tevin. I wasn't 12.
Well done, being chef.
Uh,
Yes, okay. So yeah, okay, the maths.
I was Tevin Campbell. I'm ready. The Boys' self-titled album, but I also love The Song Continues. That's one of my favorite albums of theirs before they became the Sons of Light. Janet's self-titled album, Michael Jackson,
What?
Dangerous.
Her first album
No,
or the Janet
the
album?
Janet album.
Okay,
When she took the Janet off. I mean Jackson off.
yeah. Okay, the Janet album. Okay.
Who else? I think was that 5? The Boys, Janet, Michael, Tevin.
Which Michael? Which Michael?
Dangerous. I said Dangerous. Ooh, and Intro of Life.
Okay.
We're gonna have to put them up there too. Intro of Life album.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's a. I mean, you had two Jacksons.
Yeah.
You've got the Boys. You got Tevin, and you've got
Yes.
Intro. Intro's okay.
Yes.
Wow. A variety of different things. What did you like about Intro? Because that's a group that one would say were unsung because they came out in between Jodeci's Forever My Lady and the Diary of a Mad Band, and so there was it's quite a hard market to push through when Jodeci was so dominant, and then R. Kelly came with his sound. But Intro did have a nice little following. What made what made you gravitate towards them?
Oh, I hope I don't get emotional, but Kenny Green. Like I remember having Intro come inside on my watch later for the longest because like that's what I do.
What?
As a I don't.
What?
No, but and then I listened to it and I'm like, oh my gosh, like who is this man? I need him. Like I love his voice, Buddy and Jeff as well. Like who are they? And so then I discovered Ribbon in the Sky, and my dad can vouch on this one because I put him on to Ribbon in the Sky intro's version. And when I say it's like heaven in my ears, like oh my gosh, what like where has this been all my life? So just being like knowing them, becoming so obsessed with Intro, and then finding out because I didn't know at the time, I was little, like that Kenny, passed away, and I was just so sad, and I was. As you know, I'm very emotional. I'm very sensitive when it comes to my artist, my music. Like I don't play by them like at all. So it's just been a journey of just loving who they are outside of music as well as what they did for music itself. Even though, they came at a time where all these big groups, Jodeci and Shy, that's okay. Like they had their own lane. And I'm one of their super diehard fans that will rock with them from now till forever. I love intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Kenny. I've forgotten my favorite intro song, but I know it was off their New Birth album. Goodness, I need
What's
to
the melody?
find it. My head is.
I probably know. I see
Huh?
what's the melody. I probably know.
No, it's just. Well, I would say it's a slow jam. I can see the video when they're outside peeking.
They're outside.
Goodness. Okay. When so I'm saying outside people, I can just see the video. I don't know what is off with me today that I can't remember
The
any
slow
of
jam
my.
is slow.
Yeah,
They're
it's a slow
outside.
jam, but let me. I have no idea why I'm intro. R&B
So
group.
it's good stuff.
Not Rhythm in the Sky. Yeah, well, okay, that's it. Rhythm in the Sky. Yeah, Rhythm in the Sky, and Stevie
Mhm.
feels like the first time. I don't know why I forgot that.
Yes. Yes. Oh, like Kenny, like that voice is something else. Like I wish they were like back then, like, top of the top.
Yeah,
But to me, they are. So that's
feels like.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, feel like the first time the harmonies. Whoa, I'm not. Well, I can't sing, but that's my favorite favorite. Hey Alex, how you doing? I will look for Beverly Crowder. I don't know who Beverly Crowder is, but we'll track it down. Yes, Kenny Green was born with a very unique voice, an amazing gift.
Mhm.
He wrote well. He wrote Reminisce.
Mhm.
Um,
I think
he
love.
wrote three or four. He wrote four. Yeah, so he wrote three or four songs off the What's the 411 album. He also was just recording music constantly. So he probably has 10 albums of music that he's recorded, not just demos that they've recorded, but he has a lot of them. Other producers and the Untouchable producers. He was just constantly writing in
They have
Kenny Green, yeah.
music
So,
vault. They
pardon?
have his unheard music in the vault.
Yeah. I mean, even when I interviewed Buddy the first time, he was playing some of their songs. That's Kenny. Yeah, they've got plenty of his old songs that they've not that they're trying to, but lots of people have them. Yeah, they've got yeah. The first interview I had with Buddy, he was just playing some of the tracks, and I'm like, man, his voice was haunting. You know, you could just feel the pain, and I think for those of us who at the time didn't know about the fact that he was gay, and it was in his written, it was probably had a lot to do with maybe the pain in which how he was singing and performing.
Mhm.
But it was only when he contracted HIV, and it was just a small bulletin that came out, and at that time that was almost a death warrant to any group, especially in the 90s, because it was most of the groups came out from the church, and most of the R&B music and stuff, and same within the community. So it would have hurt him.
Yeah.
Hence, Luther Vandross has never come out and said that he said anything about himself. But yeah, so Kenny. But as I mentioned, Intro were signed and they did well, but they didn't do as big as say the Jodeci's and the rest, and that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. So yes, you've got Kenny Green, you've got Intro. You then pulled up Michael Jackson's Dangerous. How did that enter your list?
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. So Dangerous was unique. Well, for Michael, I hope this is right because I although I wasn't there, this is what I find on the internet. So it was a different sound for him because he was entering a new era, and he was working with. Was this the first album without Quincy Jones? I believe.
First time on Quincy
Yeah,
Jones,
first
yes.
album without Quincy. He's hitting up the ones that work with,
Teddy
and they're like, no,
Teddy Riley.
no, the ones who Janet worked with, they were like, no, like we don't want to.
Oh, Jimmy Terry.
Yeah, we don't want to, go against Janet. And so, boom, he's calling up Taylor Riley, and it's a new sound for him. Like he's entering new Jack swing, and we're just used to like pop and beat it and that type of Michael. But now he's entering a new era of music, and so I just also feel like a lot of his songs, because he recorded so many songs that didn't even make it on this album, but being that he recorded at this time, songs like Earth Song, like Michael's just amazing. Like he cares about the world. Like who cares about the world nowadays? Nobody sings about that. And yeah,
Yeah.
like, I love it. It's new. It's such a new era for Michael, and it was just so different than what he was used to doing.
Yeah. So as somebody who was around when that album came out, So mind you, at that time I was a massive Teddy fan. So from '88's Guy, and so when most of us heard that Teddy was going to be working with Michael. Now, Teddy's first work with Michael was on the Jacksons. Oh, was it Nothing Compares to You? I don't know if that's the name of the album, but he did 2300 Jackson Street. So
Mm.
the first song that included all the Jacksons singing. So Teddy did that production. Then he did I think She with the Jacksons. So, but he said that Michael recorded his vocals separately and sent it in. So Teddy didn't get to see him then.
Mhm.
When he had just signed his big deal with Sony, and it was, he was. I think one of the things that haunted Michael and his music was Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation album. He was just in awe of the sound and the drums and the stuff. For those of us who are massive Michael fans, I felt that his pursuit of trying to do his own version of Rhythm Nation sort of distracted from the kind of music he was doing with Quincy that really highlighted his vocals
Mhm.
and sing. I think when he was chasing that sound, um, sometimes it was a hit and miss. Now, of course, Dangerous was an amazing album. Unfortunately, some of the better songs, Blood on the Dance Floor should have been was supposed to be on Dangerous. So was someone put your hand out. It was a
Oh,
ballad. It was
what's
should have it was a chord. Hmm?
I think
What do you
Ghost
say?
was Ghost as well, or no? I feel like Ghost.
No. So
Oh,
someone put the Ghost was written for the Adams Family Value movie.
okay.
So there was a yeah. So
Mhm.
and he also had yeah. So there was a number of songs that were recorded for the Dangerous product project, and they were supposed to be. And I saw a video with him and his engineer talking about this album, those songs being on the first draft. By the time the album came out, those songs didn't make it, and they replaced them with other songs. Uh, in '93, he was approached to do the soundtrack for the Adams Family Value, so which was the sequel to the Family movie. They recorded Ghosts. Then they also recorded a song called Family Affair
Mhm.
with Teddy. And what unfortunately happened when those allegations came out, he got he stepped back from doing the soundtrack, and
Mhm.
I want to say that MC Hammer got drafted in to do it instead when he did the Adams Family song. I can't remember, but he was working with Teddy and Blackstreet, and they recorded a number of songs, and they just had to abandon them. So I could talk about Michael for a long time.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. So, but this is about you. So now, if we were to think about your five albums you've named, and you were to think of 10 songs, two from each of those albums, and you were to rank them from 10 to 1, what would start off at number 10?
This doesn't mean I love it any less than any other song,
Of course.
but I'm gonna. Okay, so number 10, I'm gonna put "Will You Be There," which was on the Free Willy soundtrack.
Wow. Okay. Goodness. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Goodness. You got. Yeah. Okay.
Number
Yes. I
9.
mean, it's a nice song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It wouldn't make my top 10 Michael Dangerous songs, but yeah.
I love that song.
Yep.
Number
Okay. Number
intro,
9.
"Somebody Loves You." Give me a number 9. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, let's see. Janet Jackson again from the.
And okay. Yes, I think when we did the Janet album, I think I had that a little bit higher. I like her slow jams. Yeah. Although sometimes I can't understand what she's saying because she
because
sings
she's
very
like,
softly.
yes.
I'm like, what'd she just say? Okay. All
What's
right.
that? 10, 9, 8, 7. Black and White. Michael Jackson.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You just started off by saying he got New Jack Swing, and you named two
Oh,
tracks that had no New Jack Swing involvement.
no, because I do love it, but it kind of Black and White. You know the little rap part. Protection.
It's a rap part.
Yes,
That was so good.
like I don't think I've ever heard somebody rap on a mic track until Black and White. So, um,
Well, yeah, but Heavy D rapped on Jam.
yeah. Oh yeah, but that was on the same
Picture.
album, Dangerous. That did happen before.
Yes, yeah.
Knowledge.
Um,
Um,
and um, and then Michael even rapped on "Can't Let It Get Away." Mike did his own rap.
okay, Mike.
You didn't hear? You see? Okay,
I know
listen
he
to "I
raps
Can
like
Can't Let It Get Away."
what was that? The song about the money and the like they'll do anything for money. I knew he like rapped a little bit. He was like a little grunge on that, but I never heard nobody
No,
rap
he was doing like a little spoken word. Did, but on "Can't Let You Get Away," talking about how to stop. He did a sort of a rap type of thing. Um, but before that, he did a little rap of himself. It's funny
yeah,
when I listen to that. Hmm?
anything he
What do you
does just
say?
makes it his own. Like, wow. King.
Yeah, when I listen to it, it takes me back. But yeah, he did a little rap there. But also Rex and Effect rapped on "She's Got the Looks."
Have I heard that?
She's got the looks.
I don't think I've
Okay, so you probably have, yeah. It's your fifth one of your top five favorite albums. It's almost like you forgot how to lead. Yeah, Rex and Effects rapped on the album. Um, I
oh,
think
dangerous.
the co-producer on Dangerous, yeah, Rex and Effects wrote on rapped on She's Got the Looks. She's
Okay.
got the looks, and then so you've got Black and White at number 7. All right, what's number 6?
Mhm. Don't say goodbye to Tevin Campbell.
Don't say yeah. Those one of those songs that yeah, it's one of those songs that those kind of songs that you have to put a light in the air and stuff. I kind of zone
Yes.
out with those ones. So yeah, no, I don't like those. So I tend to always screw. But that wasn't too bad.
It's a good song.
Okay,
Beautiful song.
I'm sure. Okay,
Um,
number 5.
this thing called Love, The Boys. My Tiny King.
Okay,
It's so adorable. Such a good song.
I,
It's like they rap a little bit, they sing a little bit, they reference Babyface whip appeal on the song. It's so cute. And the video was like based in Japan when they were
mm.
okay, yes, I love Monica. Okay, Don't Walk Away Boy from Jade. Period. Yes, I love Janet.
Okay,
Great, yes. Um 4.
yeah.
We want this from Janet's album, but it has to be featuring MC Light. It has to be the version featuring MC Light though. I love
Okay, I don't think I've heard that one.
I love when MC Light
Do you want the
really in the mood
Okay, I haven't heard that one.
want this. Yes. Has to be MC Light feature though. And then number 3, Brown Eyed Girl, Tevin Campbell. Yes.
Okay.
Number 2,
Yeah.
Away on the intro New Life album. Oh, that song is
Which one?
There Is a Way.
Which one?
There Is a
Okay.
Way. Like I need them whenever they come to Nashville or LA, they need to sing at a concert. Like, oh my, I will be bawling. Oh my, I would get like I love that song so much. And number 1, The Boys Crazy. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, like when I was little, I used to stay up till 1 a.m. on my little iPod watching all of their videos. That's how I know so much about them because I was like, yeah. And my mom has like
Oh, okay.
session and my aunt Charmaine, like they both were little listening to the boys and back to church. And so it just passed down to me. So that's pretty cool.
It is passed down to you.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's a group. That's another group that we've not yet gotten on. I think.
Oh, we should.
Um, yes, definitely. Well, maybe you're better off interviewing them than I am because you can go through the songs with them. I think it's um, yes. Well, there's four of them, so we just need one of them to tell the story for the for the whole crew.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I mean that's a nice, interesting list and stuff. So, um, what are your sort of aspirations now that you finished college and you are sort of finding your feet?
I would say my aspirations is one to keep doing this, and now that I finally like I just feel like everything happens at the right time. Like I started posting more, then I got to intern with you and other opportunities that are coming from just me working within my passion, which I didn't know there was like in a job or area for at first. And so I would like to eventually like maybe do live interviews at shows like BET or work on shows like Unsung as like the music historian, because that's also what I want to
Mm,
have as as like under my title, like maybe like archival music journalism, but also a music historian to know more about the songs, like to catch up on producers, because that's not something I'm very like just 100% know every single producer. Yeah, and
mm,
also managing artist catalogs. Like this summer, I interviewed with UMG United Universal Music Group and their urban catalog division, which I didn't know existed. And I was like, oh, this is a job. Like all you do is work on older artist catalogs. So I'm like, wait, I can do this. And like work
mm.
with Donna Summer's catalog, Janet Jackson, Very White, and I'm like, oh, hey, there are jobs that I can do in this
Yeah,
niche that's not really niche because it's music, but to be young and doing it, it becomes a niche. So yeah, it's just things dealing around music and maybe acting because that's what I studied as well. But yeah, I'm just young trying to make it, just like everybody else.
just try to make
Yeah.
it. Yeah, if it is passion, I remember when I was in college, I worked at Best Buy in their music department.
Mhm.
That was so. Before I worked at Best Buy's music department, which doesn't exist anymore, I went into Best Buy a couple of weeks ago, and it was like, yeah, we don't sell music anymore. We just we sell phones, and you can just stream it. I'm like, man, my old job has disappeared. But I used to go into a record store every week and just browse. I
Mhm.
wouldn't buy. I mean, I'll buy. In the '90s, I'll just go into a record store and browse. And so, when I got that job in Best Buy in Milwaukee, I mean, that was heaven because I go to work and I'm seeing the CDs coming in, and I remember this was 96, so it was Blackstreet had just dropped another level. On the same day, New Edition's Home Again was dropped, and I knew, and I used to be able to play the
Mhm.
album on the install sound system because in the music farm we control. So I'm playing, I'm constantly playing another level album. Then I'll play the New Edition. But I'm like, no, man, I want Teddy to it. So Blackstreet dominated because of No Digging and
Mhm.
stuff. So I'll constantly play the album. But then I knew where everything went because I just knew the artist, and I was into the pop rock Alanis Morissette, whether it is I was going to say Nirvana, whether it is Linkin Park, whoever it was, Smash Mouth, the Backstreet Boys, with Blink 182, all of this, all the music then, whether it was Britney or whatnot, that it was in the mid '90s. Even though you loved R&B, you loved hip hop, but even the pop and the rock and the pop rock and even the country, it was almost like the '80s where they're actually fun. The song by Backstreet Boys, "I Want It That
Mhm.
Way," everybody was jamming it, whether you're black or white. It was just like a fun song. Or Smash Mouth, how they use the song in Shrek. Somebody's watching. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Oh, hey, now I'm an
Yeah.
all star. I mean, it that was one of the, right now, you don't see many people listening to some of the pop rock and stuff, but it was very much of a the rate, not just the radio, everything just felt accessible.
Mhm.
And it was definitely a fun time. And working in a record store um, was just the most awesome experience. So I'm saying this to say that while you're still young, just finishing college, and it's like, okay, there's so many opportunities within this industry that aren't just labeled out there, but you're
Mhm.
also in an opportunity where you can create your own lane,
Yes.
and people then partner with you as opposed to you working with for somebody and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Yes, yes. So your friend Mason says New Edition, one of the best groups of all time. You didn't
Yes.
mention New Edition. I don't know if that was. I know it's way before your time, but did you did you recognize them at all?
Yes, of course. I remember when the New Edition, like the movie came out. So me and my siblings, we were already hip to New Edition before. We knew all their hit songs before that movie came out. So when the movie came out, it was just like, oh, you're only paying attention to them because their movie came out. Like we were when I said we were very protective, well, I was very protective of like what I already knew because it set me apart from everybody else. I'm like, wait, I already know about them. Like y'all are just jumping on the bandwagon. But yes, yes, I love New Edition. Yes. BBD.
Yeah,
Bobby.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, as I said, for those of us, I mean, I wasn't born when the Jackson Five came out, so people say that how big, great group and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, and how Michael and they were just awesome, but I'm like, no, that was not, it was before my
Mhm.
time, and I did, and when the Jacksons came, when they changed from the Jackson Five to the Jacksons, I was still too
Mhm.
young to really get into that. But when Popcorn Love and Candy Girl came out, these were boys who was older than me, but they look like me. Bobby looked like an African, and
Mhm.
you had even Ronnie looked like a Nigerian, and they looked like people that we knew, and they were just singing this bubblegum song, and they looked accessible. And then when they broke up, and no, Any Heartbreak and the Don't Be Cruel album came out within a week of each other.
Ooh,
Any Heartbreak and the
didn't
Don't
know
Be Cruel
that.
album,
Oh.
yeah, they came out within a week of each other. And as much as that was New Edition's biggest album, it paled in comparison to what Bobby
Mm.
was doing. So yeah, it wasn't hard for them to kiss and make up because Bobby was the man. And so hence we got the reunion on MTV. Hence we got the reunion on Bobby BBD's Word to the Mother
Oh yes,
remix. Probably one
yes.
of the,
Sounds.
yeah, yes. When it's poison, don't be cruel. It's my prerogative. Do a little
Yes,
bit. I can't remember. Yeah,
yes.
yeah. We're right back where we started from. That's when I came out. I'm thinking, okay, that's it. We can drop. We can rest now. They've just cemented themselves as legends. Unfortunately, yeah, as legends. Anyway,
You know,
it's been great.
side note
Go ahead.
on the boys, they were actually in the NE Heartbreak music video, and they were on Oprah with Bobby Brown.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So the at the party, were they at the
Yes,
house
with the
party?
blue shirt.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay. Now I don't think I can. Yeah, I remember Theo. Well, I say Michael
Mhm.
Jimmy Warner.
From
Theo directing a video and trying to do that surprise
Mhm.
party and stuff. But yeah, just to think about how big Any Heartbreak was, um, and just think of how Any Heartbreak, and just realize that actually Bobby was just doing his "Don't Be Cruel" and "Prerogative" and Ronnie, and just killing it and stuff. I just it was how great it was just to browse your jams. Okay, so yeah, ASC was also, I would believe, worked in a record store. It was one of the best things ever. It's pity. I don't think there are few of them around, but Best Buy had the best because they had everything at
Mhm.
costs. I just love
It's
those times.
one in Hollywood. Amoeba is the best record, like one of the best record stores I've ever been to. drop
Okay.
my bag whenever I'm in there. Yes.
It's I when I lived in LA, this Tower Records still around.
I'm not sure. I'll look it up.
Oh goodness, Tower Records. Okay. If it's almost if you do if yeah, that was they used to do shows in there and stuff like that. Tower Records used to be right off on Sunset. Um, I don't know Tower Records. Oh, they don't. I don't think they have them.
Oh,
I think it used to be Sunset
it says
Boulevard.
close.
When did?
It says
Goodness,
close.
it's close. It closed in
Oh.
2006. Sunset. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So that was I used to yeah that I when I lived in LA
Mhm.
in the late 90s. Yeah, that I used to go there. Although any of those in my generation would tell you that we got our CD stacks from Columbia House or BMG. Have you heard of either one of them? Okay, so I would say that what Columbia House was is that they would settle you a
Mhm.
subscription, and so you get in your post. Oh, join Columbia House, and as an introduction, you get 10 or 12 CDs for a penny, and you just then so you just fill out the 10 or 12 songs, the albums you want. So it could be anything. It could be Dangerous. So and then you post it off to them, and they set it for a penny or so. They send you the new CDs, and you can use different names, the same
Mhm.
address, and you can collect 300 to 400. And they were both BMG, which pretty much owns Sony, bought them out, and Columbia, which is also Sony. So from their distribution, so what happened was that these were the distribution centers that were making the albums, and when they've had an overstock, they just would sell them directly to the people, the public, and stuff. So most of us used to, you can buy 500 CD, you can get 500 CDs through the scheme, and you're probably paying less than
Oh
twenty
my
dollars or so.
gosh.
Yeah, so ask your parents if they ever heard of Columbia House or
Columbia.
BMG. That was how it was. Some stuff that they stopped it when CDs stopped, but that was how we built our collection of stuff. But anyway, um, you are expected to have an interview next week. Can you tell us who it is? And
Yes. Yes. So next week, I am scheduled to have an interview with Mr. Rico Anderson. And he has worked with a lot of the East Coast family, Boys to Men, ABC, PBD.
yeah, okay. Are you going to see the rap? Okay.
He's worked with Will Smith on a few of his things, and just a lot of artists that were, big in the 90s and producing. And now he's just remaining close with Michael Bivins and is still his producer till this day. So we can't wait to have him on the
Okay.
show. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So that'll be great to be able to be able to hear his story, especially especially during the time when they were working with another bad creation, just to understand how what the difference between them and the boys
Hmm.
were, especially that young, understanding, did he think BBD Boys to Men were going to blow up bigger than BBD, and just all that stuff. I think he recently just did the soundtrack to Michael Bivins, The Hustle of Michael
Hmm.
Bivins.
Yes. Yes.
So it'll be interesting to be able to see that one. And I'm sure there's some other live ones that we should expect from you as well.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So for any of those who want to follow Addaè, where can they follow you on in social media?
Well, my YouTube is Addie's Diary, and that'll be ADDI. It's two E's, S Diary. And then my Instagram is my name, Addaè Lane. And then TikTok is Addie's Diary, just like my YouTube.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've never got into TikTok. I don't. You just see it. Yeah, I think you need
Love
to
Tik-
know how to navigate. Huh?
love TikTok.
You love TikTok. Yeah. Yeah. So Instagram seems to be fine for me to just get to network, get my interviews, and then. But TikTok just seems like a different minefield. So yes. Okay. Well, I know it might have been nervous at the beginning, but you find you had your fun just sharing your stories and
Yes,
stuff.
I did. I had a great time. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So if you follow on Instagram, you'd see a day. I said they like you're Nigerian. Addaè. If you see that currently we are promoting the Keith Mitchell interview, he after 30 years just stepped away from after seven, and we're following his journey. We had just also had concluded showcasing portraits and with Michael Salisbury,
Philip
Michael
Johnson.
and and Philip Johnson, both from portraits, talking about the group, their hit songs, and all that stuff. And I think after Keith Mitchell's, there will be Q Parker from 112, well, of formerly of 112, and a few others coming through. So definitely a good time to be a fan of 90s R&B. And in fact, 702 for the first time because I've interviewed Mila twice. I think at a combined 5.5 hours. So this time, Misha is joining, so it'll be officially a 702.
Yes.
Um, but yes, I'm excited about that. So, um, and then yeah, so there's a lot coming through this summer. So keep watching, keep supporting, and keep loving music. So it's been great having you. I'm glad your dad's was also
And then
here
my
to
mom was
to.
watching from his him too. My
What's
mom was
that?
watching from his phone. She doesn't have a YouTube account. She just watches YouTube, and it wouldn't let her.
Okay, okay. Access, she's proud of you, of her little daughter, of her daughter. Okay, guys. So I'm back with Stevie on Sunday as we do. It's about time. SWV,
Mm-hmm.
and yes, we've got a lot. And then next weekend, we are going to start a new series which is called R&B Time Capsule, and we're going to be going through each of the years, starting from 80.
7.
Was it 87?
Yeah.
87. So we're going to look at the music of 87. Lots of big albums that came out in 87. Lots of big singles. I think Bad came out, and I think Make It Last Forever. I think Alexander Neal's Hearsay album.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a number of albums that came out. Melissa Morgan, there's Nicky Howard. So we're going to go through the song albums of 97 and then also talk through our favorite tracks from 87. Then the following month, go to 88, 89. So it will be great when we get into the 90s. So
Yes.
a lot coming through. So
Mm-hmm.
join us and keep part of it. But hope you had fun, and we'll see you guys live in due time. Take care, guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
And somewhere in between
us for even loving us, on which I did miss you really.
But what was it like growing up?
music, she's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No. Okay.
They don't understand what Jonas' voice meant at all.
Lane.
I mean, I love all